On this video, I'll be drawing Bonkers the Bobcat. And so I started out sketching the hat and the hair. And this is a character from a cartoon that I liked growing up as a kid. It was on like the KCal9 little thing after school from like 3 to 5, and it was like a rotation of shows with like Darkwing Duck, Tailspin, Goof Troop, but Bonkers was like one of the shows that they rotated in one of those years. And his name is Bonkers the Bobcat. I don't remember the show very well, to be honest with you, and I haven't rewatched it as an adult, but I remember the character, so I figured it'd be cool to draw him. Why not, right? So I got all the details in the face with the nose, the mouth, and the fur on the sides. And this is a rough sketch, but I'm going to end up drawing it in. I'm going to fill it in with my paint markers, with my acrylic paint markers. So some of the details inside might get a little bit lost, but it's all these details that I'm doing by pencil are all just a roadmap to help me figure out where my paint's gonna go, and also where my outline's gonna go, because I'm gonna outline it with black marker like I usually do. So you see I got the hands, the finger pointing up, and now I'm getting the leg, both legs. You can see he's kind of a fun cat character. And now I'm using my airbrush to get some black shadows in there. And like I said in my Mickey Mouse video, Minnie Mouse video, I think it was, that I like to put shadow on there to elevate the drawing itself. And there I am filling it in. So I'm doing the outline right now with a black acrylic marker, and just filling in those spaces that are supposed to be black on this drawing. And I'm using that fine tip point acrylic marker so I can get all the details in there. If I use the non-fine tip, like the one with the wider tip on it, then it'll bleed. All the lines will be thicker than I want them to be, and then when I have to get real detailed, it'll bleed into areas that I don't want it to. So it's just better to use the fine tip marker. So I'm getting all that outline here. And now I'm coloring it in with orange and blue for the suit that he's wearing. But yeah, mainly orange for his skin tone, or his fur tone. And got a little bit of pink on the bottom of the foot. Now using the white marker for the gloves. And even though it's a white piece of paper, the paper is not like that white of a color. It's kind of like an off-white. And so it does look good when you go over some of those white parts on the character that you're drawing with an actual white color, because then it'll stand out a little bit more over that background. Now getting his face and his toes. Now I'll get the bottom of the foot right here pretty soon. Now I started with the brown and then I used the orange just so that it wouldn't be the same kind of direct orange as the rest of his body. So it's a little different, it's a little darker because I started with the brown first and put the orange over that. And now we're going with blue for the for his police looking uniform. I'm using the thicker marker here because I'm filling in a lot of space. So I'm not using a fine tip marker here. And so with that thicker marker, I did have to go over a couple of spots to get those lines back in there because the marker kind of covered them. And then I got the dots back into the fur. And here he is, Bonkers D Bobcat. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.